He'll start things out in the home first.
What's up, boys and girls? It is Michael, and I have a new series for you in the future. But forget about that right now. I'm only going to be talking about something different during this kind of game that you're seeing right here, which is MLB 11 The Show. Now, obviously, you can see that the Washington Nats are going against the Atlanta Braves, which I'm not going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about a different game, and I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay on the screen. Now, we're going to be talking about two different teams called the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. These two great teams faced off on March 31st, 2011, or in other words, yesterday, depending on when you guys get this video. And let me give you guys a little breakdown on what happened this day. Now, in the top of the first inning with the Brewers batting, Ricky Reeks hits the baseball, driving it to left center for the home run to start off the game. Right after that great home run, Carlos Gomez walks up to the home plate for his first at-bat. The pitch is thrown, and Carlos Gomez makes contact, driving the ball deep left into the second floor of the Reds fans for the home run. Now, with that inning, the top of the first inning, after a little bit more of uselessness, many fans such as me realized that there was two milestones just achieved. One being that it has been 42 years since any baseball team started a game in the opening day and hit two home runs back-to-back in the first two at-bats. Next was Ricky Weeks is one of three batters ever to get 4 hits and a home run in one game on opening day. Now going to the bottom of the fourth inning, Drew Stubbs of the Cincinnati Reds hits a baseball to the right of the field for the Reds' first home runs. But the Brewers would not be phased as Ryan Braun hits his own homer straight down the middle of the field, leaving the Reds pitcher Edinson Volquez in shock. Now in the ninth inning, or the bottom of the ninth inning, Milwaukee with the score of 6 and Cincinnati with the score of 3. There's a man on second and a at-bat, Scott Rowland. Scott hits a ground ball, and there it goes straight to the third baseman, who almost tags out the man advancing to third. The third baseman throws to the first baseman, but Scott Rowland is safe. Now this call was pretty much talked about between the Brewers players and the umpires as wondering they should both be out. If you actually saw the game, you saw that Phillips, which was the man on second, actually runs out of the base route, and he should have been out. Now, getting back to what we were talking about, now with 2 men on base and Cincinnati trailing only by 2, the Reds bring Ramon Hernandez, who crushes a ball to the right of the field for the home run and win. The final score was Milwaukee 6 and Cincinnati 7. Now with this home run, now the Cincinnati Reds have started off the new season with 1 win, 0 losses, and Milwaukee starting off with 0 wins, 1 loss. This was a great game for both teams, a very entertaining game, and I had a lot of fun watching this, especially since you don't usually see many games of this stature where everybody gets a home run here and there every single, 2 seconds or 2 innings or so. Now, easily this is going to go down into the record books, as you can probably notice. Like I said, the 2 milestones were achieved. But most Milwaukee Brewers fans, as I talked to after the game, since I have some fans in my family, were pretty much thinking that they were left cheated out of from the win because of the whole unfair rule that he actually did run out of the base route and actually should have been called out, as I saw in the replay. Now, the umpires did not see this, and he was called safe. Now, this should have been probably Ramon Hernandez getting a home run, but probably just tying up the game, giving this into the 10th inning, and probably even tying up the game through the rest of the game, and only having one more chance, and probably failing or leaving the game tied as itself. But you never know what happens. Okay, you never really know. But this game, like I said, was great. I had a lot of fun watching it. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching it. There was a couple of other games that also went on during this, which I'm going to go ahead and check for you guys right now. So a couple other games. For the American League, we had Detroit Tigers versus the New York Yankees. Detroit Tigers lost by 3, and the final score was 3-6, which means the New York Yankees were the ones at 6. Another American League game was the Los Angeles Angels versus the Kansas City Royals. Los Angeles Angels 4, Kansas City Royals 2. Los Angeles Angels with their first win of the game, of the year, and pretty big for them, at least for right now. Now, a different game in the National League was the Atlanta Braves versus Washington, as you can see, which is on my screen, on your screen right now. Atlanta Braves won 2-0, as Washington was shut out. Another game in the National League, we had San Diego Padres versus St. Louis Cardinals, as the San Diego beat St. Louis 5-3. San Francisco Giants versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. San Francisco Giants had a strong game in the beginning because of Tim Lincoln, but though Tim threw some pretty good pitches in the 9th inning, only then did San Francisco actually get a point, leading them to a 1-point loss to the Los Angeles Dodgers, who had 2 points, and San Francisco only had that 1 point. Now, those were all the games that happened, but the only reason why I talked about Milwaukee versus Cincinnati is because that was one of the bigger games where pretty much everything was broken into and just great and crazy. Now, today, Sunday, April 1st, we have some games going on. Now, in the American League, we have the White Sox going against the Indians. And this is going to be also a pretty good game. Going against Cleveland, I should just say, sorry. Indians, Cleveland, whatever. But they're going against each other at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Also having the Boston Red Sox going against the Texas Rangers at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, keep this in mind, this is still the American League. At 7:07 p.m. Eastern, we have Minnesota versus Toronto Blue Jays. So keep that in mind. 7:07 p.m. Eastern.
And here's the first pitch.
7:10 p.m. Eastern, we have Baltimore Orioles versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, I'm really going to be excited to watch this game since, I live close to Baltimore, so that's something right there that I'm going to be pretty much entertained by. At 8:10 p.m. Eastern, the Los Angeles Angels are going against the Kansas City Royals again, 2 days in a row, and this is going on at 8:10 p.m. Eastern, like I said. Another game, as the last game, I should say, in the American League, is Seattle versus the Oakland A's or Oakland Athletics. The Seattle Mariners versus the Oakland Athletics with their first game, their opening day. Now, moving on to the National League, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates versus Chicago Cubs at 2:20 p.m. We have 4:10 p.m. Eastern. We have Arizona Diamondbacks versus Colorado Rockies. At 7:10 p.m., we have New York Mets versus the Florida Mariners. I think no, that's wrong. Florida something. And we have at 10:10 p.m. Sorry for not knowing their name, guys. I'm not all over the place with baseball. I'm too busy with other things. At 10:10 p.m. Eastern, we have San Francisco versus the Los Angeles Dodgers yet again, second day in a row. And that's also going to be something that I'm going to be watching because I'm very interested to see how that game ends up coming this time. Now, the big game that at least MLB.com is talking about is the Astros versus the Phillies, or Philadelphia Phillies going against the regular Astros, pretty much. And I'm pretty much ready for this game. I can't wait to see what happens this game. I'm sorry, the Houston Astros versus the Philadelphia Phillies, and that's going on Friday, April 1st, 2011, obviously today, and it's going to start at 1:05 p.m., which is okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Come back later on just to see if I have another video for what I'm doing here. I am going to be uploading a couple of these series kind of games and talking about their highlights and what's going to be going on in the games, and like I did here. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.
Braves strand one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.